Guess who finally remembered his Google password? How's it going, everybody? And finally, welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Fittingly, the last episode was titled Coming Home, and it looks like I took my ball and stayed home for just about like 6 months to a year. Yeah, I deeply apologize for the lack of uploads on this series. I have been very busy. Extremely busy! You might have noticed because I also haven't really appeared on the collab channel either. But I finally have a little bit of time to record some Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now, even though I'm saying all of this live doing commentary right now, that's not to say that this is going to be uploaded immediately after I record it. And just for clarification, I'm recording it right before the start of February 2025. So you might be seeing this in like April 2025, depending on how much I record ahead of time. But nonetheless, I finally have time to record more Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Last time, if I remember correctly, we caught Nebby, both Solgaleo and Lunala, respectively in Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun, and now we are back here on Mount Lanakila, where we're heading toward the Pokémon League, the brand new Pokémon League that Professor Kukui built, but in our way, right now, is a very Ultra Beast. Necrozma has fallen to the ground, weak and drained of power. Will we share the light of our Z-Power Ring with Necrozma? I mean, you know, this Pokemon from an outer being tried to literally kill this world, or not this specific world. Well, actually, yeah, he tried to kill Alola, or drain the light, shouldn't say kill. Tried to drain the light out of Alola, and also tried to drain the light out of another place, Ultra Megalopolis. But you know what? We're a kind-hearted 12-year-old. I think these trainers are 12, so yeah, sure, why not? Well, here we go. Necrozma has appeared in front of us for a battle. And I must say, Necrozma in this game got extremely nerfed. Necrozma's catch rate in the original Sun and Moon was 3, which made it near impossible for it to catch. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, however, they made Necrozma's catch rate 255, which, if you know your Pokemon, 255 means it's pretty much the easiest thing in the world to capture. So I could have literally tossed a Quick Ball, I could have tossed a Pokeball, I could have just suddenly had this battle be over. Now, I am going to use Slam, which might be risky. I did take it down to the red, so that's cool. Alright, Caffeine's going to go down. Oh, it's so good to see my Pokemon again. It's been so long since I've seen my Pokemon. Yes, we will use our next Pokemon. Let's just go out into Triton, because, I mean, Triton is our starter, and we're facing a very evil threat. So, how about we go ahead and show you just how... Oh, I don't have any Pokeballs. I only have Great Balls and up. Okay. Just to show you how ridiculous this is, I'm gonna toss a Nest Ball. And if you know your Nest Balls, they work on Pokemon that are lower leveled than your Pokemon. So let's just toss this Nest Ball and show you how ridiculous Necrozma's catch rate is. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Easiest thing in the world to capture. And it was higher leveled than me. Necrozma's data has been added to the Pokédex. Necrozma, the Prism Pokemon, a Psychic type. Light is the source of its energy. If it isn't devouring light, impurities build up in it and on it, and Necrozma darkens and stops moving. For Necrozma, we won't give it a nickname. This will be one of the exceptions where I don't give a Pokemon a nickname because, I mean, it's too dark and mysterious to give it a name, right? We are not going to add Necrozma to our party. Instead, we're sending it to the box, and it happens to be holding the Ultra Necrozium Z. We're going to send it to the box as is, but notice when I press send it to the box as is, afterward, we found a Z crystal that fell from Necrozma. I literally told this computerized game to send this Z crystal with Necrozma into the box, but somehow it's still registered as, oh, you need to drop the Z crystal anyway. Splendid. It's been a while, James. You must be a formidable trainer indeed if you are able to get Necrozma as one of your allies. Good, and this is from me. The Ultra Recon Squad asked me to develop a device that would be able to control Necrozma, but I improved it to my own liking. And it is now a device that makes it possible to draw out even more power from Necrozma. Yes, in short, it makes it possible for Necrozma to fuse with the legendary Pokémon Solgaleo. This is the Carlrus machine, number 1198, officially dubbed the N-Solarizer. We've obtained the Necrozma Solarizer, N-Solarizer for short. In addition, this is the Carlrus machine number 1199, officially dubbed the N-Lunarizer. It makes it possible for Necrozma to fuse with the legendary Pokémon Lunala. No matter which game you play, you get both the Solarizer and the Lunarizer. Ah, yes. I have heard, in fact, that you first met Lunala. No, it's pre-evolved Cosmog upon the Mahalo Trail. I believe that a trainer like you will be able to use both Alola's legendary Pokémon and the fearsome power of Necrozma properly. I happen to know quite a bit about Pokémon fusion myself, but that is a different tale. Good luck in your battles. Even though the N in those key items stand for Necrozma, I like to imagine that they chose to call it the N Solarizer and Lunarizer because of Pokemon Black and White's main antagonist N, or one of the main antagonists N. Spoilers. Anyway, Mount Lanakila is a lot more different from Sun and Moon. There is a lot more for us to explore, and some more items to pick up as well, including that X special defense. Alright. Repel wore off. Yes, we will spray a Repel because there are wild Pokemon that are going to be coming our way rather shortly. So let's head inside of the expanded, not officially, but it's still pretty much Victory Road in this game. There are trainers to fight, so we are going to be very careful. I do want to pick up more items as much as we can first, including this TM13 Ice Beam. Very powerful special attack Ice-type move. Well, actually, Primarina could learn it, but I think I'm gonna hold off for now as we approach our very first battle of not, but actually Victory Road. You know, since this is technically Victory Road, but still Mount Lanakila, would you call it Mount Road or Victory Lanakila? Anyway, let's continue on with our exploration. I believe, yes, we do get led outside of this area here, and there is a trainer to fight, but there's also an item to pick up right over here. There we go. PP Max, that could be useful. I don't know if I actually do want to use it, however. This trainer, you know, actually, yeah, we might as well just face him now. Mount Lanakila towers above us all. This is a new joy for hikers only. I won't let anyone else trample over this beauty. all over this beauty. Alright, we've defeated this hiker. I couldn't pronounce their name even if I tried, so I'm not going to. Anyway, let's head back inside of Mount Lanakila's cave, and let's start exploring more of it, shall we? Alright, if we head up this way, we end up back over in this crossroads where there is a veteran trainer. Yeah, you know what? I'm already gonna be doing a bunch of cuts. Man, I have to get used to that again, doing all the cuts between the battles. So I might as well just keep on the train rolling. Keep on the train rolling. You can tell it's been a while since I've recorded, haven't you? Ooh, this veteran was tough, but thankfully all of our Pokemon managed to survive. Well, the ones that are still alive. Anyway, right here is a Z Crystal pedestal that contains the Icium Z. So we have another Z Crystal for our collection. Awesome. Alright, let's head back down this way, back up this way, and I believe, yes, there is an item back here. It is a full restore. That's actually very useful. You can never have enough full restores. Alright, if we head back down and make our way this way again, end up at our crossroads, and then we'll end up back here. So we do have multiple options to explore, or not. Okay, I guess we're just going this way, and we do have this battle. Before we do take on this trainer, though, I am going to heal just because we are in a little bit of a pinch. So I am going to heal up my Pokemon just a little bit. Let's just heal you. I have enough super potions, so I might as well just expend them right now. Triton, you get some lovin' too. Alright, there we go. And now I think we're ready to take on this backpacker. All my Pokemon, all my luggage. I've got my Pokeballs, my backpack, both full of dreams. One thing I'm loving about these backpackers is they have a lot of Unova Pokemon, and what I loved about Scarlet and Violet's second DLC is the love for Unova with the Blueberry Academy. But enough about my love of Unova, let's keep moving on with the trainer battles. Alright, we've defeated this Ace Trainer, and now it looks like we just have a double battle that lies ahead of us here. So, let's use a Max Repel just in case we have any chances of running into wild Pokemon. Don't really want that. And let's take on this double battle between another Ace Trainer and a veteran. Whoa, that was a hard-fought battle, but we conquered the Ace Trainer and the veteran, which means we can finally exit Mount Lanakila, and we can advance towards the top. However, I think, yes, there is an item over here. It is a Max Revive, very useful item. We've progressed quite heavily from, this could be useful to, oh yeah, this is super useful. Alright, let's make our way up the elevator and ascend to the very top of Mount Lanakila. We have made it. Before we do anything else, though, I need to go to the Pokemon Center. Alright, now we can explore Mount Lanakila in full, beginning with this guy. Ah, we built such a wonderful Pokemon League. I'm one of the builders of this Pokemon League. Is it okay to tell you a story rather passionately? Sure. When it was decided to build the Pokemon League, we trembled with excitement as we were going to build a big stage for battle in the Alola region for the first time. And we also trembled in awe as we were going to develop the sacred Mount Lanakila. Professor Kukui said building the league on the sacred ground would show respect to the Tapu, because we will dedicate our battles to the Tapu. The professor also said that building shouldn't spoil the scenery of Mount Lanakila, and asked us to build a Pokemon League that respects tradition and history but at the same time has the feel of the future, a league that can be built only in Alola. That is how this amazing Pokemon League was built. It is a very structurally great-looking Pokemon League, I gotta give it that. Professor Kukui called up everyone who had ever passed all the trials or became an Island Challenge champion and summoned them here. He said, "Don't you want to see if you have what it takes to be called a world-class champion?" Oh, that sounds very, very nice to me. I love a challenge. There are skill trainers all over the place in Alola. If you can beat them all, then maybe I'll show you my full power too. Where are they? Let's see. You haven't battled all the trainers at Route 8, Kulani Observatory, Route 12, Ula Ula Meadow, Pony Plains, and that's about it. Do you think you can defeat them all? If I remember to do so, yes, I think I can. Anyway, is there anything else for us to do? No? Alright, well, the only thing left for us... Actually, what is over here? Oh, it's a photo spot. I'm not really interested in firing up the Pokefinder. The only thing left for us to do is to head up to the top of Mount Lanakila, but I see Professor Kukui there, so actually, before we go there, I want to go back to the Pokemon Center because there is something that we can do inside of said Pokemon Center. And I wish I would have not started explaining this until I was near the Pokemon Center. Alright, so if we come over here, this kind old lady here. Everyone calls me Madam Memorial. I know every move that a Pokemon learns as it grows, you see. I can also help your Pokemon remember any of those moves that it has let go in the past. I will help your Pokemon recover their lost moves in exchange for heart scales, if you have any. Would you like to remind your Pokemon of a long-forgotten move? Yes, we will. Which Pokemon is it? Well, you young thing, it's actually our Poipole Venom. Which move would you like for it to remember? The very first move that is on this list for Poipole to relearn is Dragon Pulse, a Dragon-type special move with 85 power. We are going to teach Poipole, or rather have Poipole remember, Dragon Pulse in exchange for Poison Jab. Alright, so now that we've used a heart scale to have Poipole remember Dragon Pulse, we actually want to go back into the wild, and we want to use Venom in battle, or at least level it up once. Venom is evolving. Say hello to Poipole's evolution, Naganadel. Naganadel is hands down my favorite of the Ultra Beasts, and I'm so happy this is a new addition between Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. Just look at how badass Naganadel is. And yes, it is pronounced Naganadel. I was surprised too when they first said it in the anime. Ash's Naganadel was also very badass, by the way. I wish he would have kept it, but it's each their own. Naganadel, the Poison Pin Pokemon, a Poison and Dragon type, hence why it needed to learn Dragon Pulse before evolving. One kind of Ultra Beast, it fires a glowing, venomous liquid from its needles. This liquid is also immensely adhesive. When Poipole evolves into Naganadel, after learning Dragon Pulse of course, it wants to learn Air Cutter. However, we are not going to teach it Air Cutter, we're going to keep the old moveset. It wants to learn Air Slash. Ooh, this one's tempting. This one is very tempting, actually. Air Slash... It's not completely accurate, so I think I'm gonna say no. If only it was a little more accurate, I'll give up on this. But with that, we finally have a fully evolved and complete team. We have Primarina, Vikavolt, Kamala, oh god, I'm forgetting the Pokemon names, this is Delmise all over again. Vikavolt, Primarina, Kamala, Palisand, Naganadel, and my last one, Lycanroc, there we go. Jesus, God. I've played so many Pokemon games at this point now that I completely forget what Pokemon I use. Anyway, with that, that is going to do it for this episode of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. With our newly fully evolved and complete team, next time we begin the Pokemon League Challenge here on Mount Lanakila. Thank you for watching, and until next time, catch you later.